Hey guys, what's going on? It's Zach here. This video is going to mainly be about the Phillies. Um, Everybody pretty much knows how bad the Phillies are, you know, but I don't think anyone knows it more than true fans that have been following this team for many years. I mean, some people have been following this team for a lot longer than I have, considering I'm, only 18, you know, but I grew up watching this team. I grew up watching, my childhood heroes like Chase Utley, Carlos Ruiz, Shane Victorino, Jimmy Rollins, Raul Ibanez, Roy Halladay, Cliff Lee, Cole Hamels, you name it. All those guys. Well, we miss that. Us Phillies fans really do miss that. And at this point in time, I think we've all just pretty much become so used to losing every season. It's the second time since 2011 that we've had like the worst record. I mean, I know the season ain't over yet. I hope we don't end up being the worst team at the end of the season. I mean, that's pretty much the only goal I think they can set for themselves now. Because the Giants are playing so poorly. The Padres are playing poorly. The Reds aren't doing very well this year. They also could probably be one of the worst teams. But, whatever happens, happens. And, so the Phillies were on the road again tonight and the last few days. And we get swept by the Angels. Go figure. Mike Trout kills us. What a surprise. And we just lost 4-3 to the Rockies tonight. But, it's not really a surprise to me at all. I mean, the Rockies have a really, really good team this year. I'm actually kind of happy for them because they've suffered as much as Phillies fans have. And, I know they got fans out there that have wanted to see a good team for a while. I mean, the 2006, 2007 team was, it was a lot to cheer for then, but I think that they legit have a shot at winning the World Series this year. My picks to be in the series this year are probably the Astros and the Dodgers, but the Astros didn't really make any big moves at the deadline, so we'll see about that. But going back to the Phillies, Luis Garcia blows the game. The last two games blows it. Blows it in the eighth inning both nights. And he was doing very, very well before blowing both of those games. It just seems like whenever one guy is doing well, nobody else on the team is. And it's just the same thing over and over again. Aaron Altair earlier this season was doing really well, but he was the only one on the team hitting. I mean, the only guy that really hits consistently is Cesar Hernandez. That's it. And Howie Kendrick was when he wasn't on the disabled list. But, it is what it is. I mean, Howie's gone now, which I was a little upset to see. But, I knew he'd probably get traded. I was hoping we'd keep him for at least the rest of the season, but I knew he was going to get traded anyway because, he's a really good hitter and just he knows how to get on base. And, I was a little disappointed. Same with Neshek, but Joaquin Benoit, that wasn't a major loss because he, in my opinion, he sucked anyway. He's old, he's washed up, needs to retire. He blew enough games this year. Neshek only blew 2 games that I can remember, the one against the Nationals and the Mets. So, but, pitched really well. Was one of the best relief pitchers in the National League. But this Phillies team, I mean, I don't know. I can't understand why we just can't put a decent team together. We have the money to go after decent players. Now, I'm not saying go out and sign sluggers, and give them huge contracts. We learned that lesson from Ryan Howard. But at least get some players who at least know how to hit and could be a good mentor to these younger players. That's what I think needs to happen. There aren't any veterans on this team really. You know, but there just isn't. We need a veteran in a dugout who can hopefully mentor these young players, teach them how to hit. You know, I mean, we have a great farm system, but how much longer could they keep us waiting? Is what my point is. So whatever happens is what happens. It just seems like by now every Philadelphia sports fan is used to seeing their teams lose every year. You know, it seems like we just get disappointed year in and year out. I mean, the Eagles last season, we knew that wasn't going to be the best, but it certainly wasn't terrible. The Flyers had a 10-game win streak. We thought, yeah, they're going to the playoffs. They look like one of the best teams. And they didn't make it. Something just didn't go right, and they just didn't make it. It was disappointing because that win streak really had me pumped up, and I thought that and it's just not. At the end of the day, we missed the playoffs, and the Penguins won the damn Stanley Cup. It's just sad that the Flyers have won so many games against the Penguins, and they can't win the cup. I mean, that's just one thing. The Phillies only have two in their 115-year history, or longer than that, I should say. So I'm trying to think, probably 140, maybe 130. I don't know. I should probably think that before I make videos like this. But and then the Eagles, us Eagle fans we're always like, getting roasted and all, saying you guys don't have any Super Bowls, no rings, blah blah blah. Well, I hope Carson Wentz puts an end to that. People are still going to hate us. That's just going to be the way it is. But I know the sole purpose of this video was to be about the Phillies, but I felt like I just had to throw those out there. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video was a little long. I'm sure a lot of Philly sports fans feel the same way I do. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace out.